Today we will take the topic application of division algorithm. Under this topic I am going to teach you one sum. Obtain all the zeros of 3x power 4 plus 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are root of 5 upon 3 and minus square root of 5 upon 3. Now here we are already having two zeros and we need two more zeros to be found out. Now why we need two more zeros? Then as you can see in this polynomial, the degree of the polynomial is 4. Hence it will have at most 4 zeros. Now at most 4 zeros means already we are having two zeros and we need to find two more zeros. Using these two zeros, we get x is equal to 5 by root of 5 by 3 and x is equal to minus square root of 5 upon 3. Now, bringing this 5 upon 3 to LHS, it will become x minus square root of 5 upon 3, as well as bringing this minus sign to LHS or transposing this minus sign to LHS, it will become x plus square root of 5 upon 3. So here it is. Now, these two are the factors and we are going to take the product of these two factors. Now, here they are forming an identity. Can you notice which identity? Yes, it is a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a squared minus b squared. We are going to use this identity in our sum. Now just compare the general identity with the particular sum. Here a squared is equal to x squared over here. Here you can see x, it is x squared. And what about b squared? We know that b is over here root of 5 upon 3. So b squared will be square root upon 5 by 3 whole square. Now when we take the square, you know that square root and square gets cancelled. So what will remain? It will remain x squared minus 5 upon 3. Now, how did we get this 3x squared minus 5 upon 3? We took the LCM in the denominator. So the denominator became 3. You multiply 3 with x squared, you get 3x squared minus 5 in the numerator. Now, multiply the denominator with 0, then you get 3 into 0. Hence, the denominator will vanish and we will have only numerator. Now, this is the numerator which will become the divisor. And which is the dividend? It is already there in the question. This is the dividend. So, on taking the dividend inside the division, that is 3x power 4 plus 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 5. This dividend should be taken inside, and the divisor which we got on simplifying the roots, we got 3x squared minus 5. This is the divisor. Now let us start the step 1. What shall we do in the step 1? Then we will take the first term of the dividend in the numerator and divide it with the first term of the divisor in the denominator. Let us see how it to proceed. See, the first term is in the numerator, which is the first term of the dividend, and the first term of the divisor 3x squared is over here. This is the first term of the divisor, which should be taken in the denominator. And on cancelling it or simplifying it, what do we get? We get x squared. Now, this x squared should be put in the quotient. Don't forget to put it in the quotient. Here it is. After doing this, we will multiply this x squared with the divisor, 3x squared minus 5. See how it is being done. Here it is. We have multiplied the quotient x squared with the divisor 3x squared minus 5. Don't forget to put 3x squared minus 5 in the bracket because we are multiplying both the terms with the x squared. So we should use the bracket. Don't forget it. On multiplying, we get 3x power 4. That's the first term and minus 5x squared to be the second term. Now, what will be our next step? We are going to put this value here below the polynomial. But did you notice that we are not having the x cubed part? The term x cubed is missing. So what are we going to do? Let us see. Here you can see that we have left a space in between. The x cube part is missing, so leave the space over there, or you can even write plus 0x cubed, whichever you feel convenient. You can write here 0x cubed also. At present, I have just left a space over here. And what is this? This is I have reversed the sign of the polynomial, which is over here. The subtracted polynomial, that is 3x power 4 minus 5x squared. I have just reversed the sign. Why? Because you all know that in division we subtract the second number from the previous number. So here instead of number you can say we are subtracting the second polynomial from the previous polynomial. Therefore, whenever we do subtraction, we change the signs. Don't forget to change these signs. And see, we are eliminating the first term. Now you can see, observe it properly. See, the first term has been eliminated and it should always get eliminated. If it is not getting eliminated, you must understand that there you might have committed some mistake in this multiplication. There might be certain mistake over here. Otherwise, if there is no mistake, then definitely this first term will get eliminated. Because what means division? Slowly the terms will get eliminated one by one until we get the remainder. So the first term got eliminated. Now what about the second term? Nothing is below the second term, so it will come as it is over here. And watch the third term. Minus 2 plus 5. Now why did I say plus 5? We have changed the sign of the coefficient minus 5, and on changing the sign it has become plus 5. So minus 2 plus 5 is plus 3, and the term is 3x squared. Then the other two terms are as it is brought below over here. And then comes the second step. What shall we do in the second step? Again, we'll take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor, and then we'll divide them both. See, we took 6x cubed, which is the first term of this polynomial inside the dividend here, inside the division, this one. And we are going to divide it by 3x squared, which is the first term of the divisor. Every time we are dividing with the same divisor, first term itself. So the denominator is always the same. See, again 3x squared. So you need not worry about the denominator, it will be the same. Only the numerator will get changed in every step. Now on simplifying, what do we get? Yes, we will get 2x. And what is the next step? We are going to fill the quotient part. Don't forget to fill it. This 2x will move to the quotient over here. After filling the quotient, second term of the quotient, the next step is you have to multiply this 2x with the divisor, and mind well, put the divisor in the bracket because there are two terms in the divisor. Here it goes. Now multiply 2x with 3x squared, you get 6x cubed. And again multiply the second term, minus 5 with 2x, we get minus 10x. Now did you notice here again the x squared term is missing. So be careful while shifting this polynomial over here. Be careful about it. That you have to leave the space in the part where there is 3x squared. See, we have left the space in between. And which is the next step? We have to change the sign of this polynomial which is below the previous polynomial. Because it is subtraction, always we subtract the second polynomial from the first polynomial. We have to change the sign. Here it goes. We have changed the sign. And you can see I have eliminated the first term. Always be careful that the first term will get eliminated every step. In every step. Following the first step, then second step, in every step this first term will get eliminated. And what about this minus 10x? It will become plus 10x. So minus 10x plus 10x will be 0. And what about this 3x squared? It should be brought down as it is. And minus 5 also should be brought down as it is. And here it goes. Now again we are having the first term inside the division is 3x squared, and the first term of the divisor is 3x squared also. Divide both these terms. Here they are. Now do you remember the rule of division algorithm? You can keep on dividing this part, this 3x squared, until the degree of this remainder, we can even call this remainder, until the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. At present it is not less than, both are equal. Here also x squared, here also x squared. So don't misinterpret it that this is the remainder, this is not the remainder. We still have to carry out the division. The division will continue because the degrees are same, the powers are same. So if the powers are same, you can continue the division process. And you get here 1. The next part is, don't forget to bring this one to the quotient. So this third term 1 is shifted to the quotient. And what is the next step? The next step is to multiply this 1 with 3x squared minus 5. And we get the same polynomial 3x squared minus 5. And on subtracting this, the polynomial below from the previous polynomial, what do we get? Both the terms get eliminated because we are going to change the sign. On changing the sign, you can see that plus 3x squared minus 3x squared, and here minus 5 plus 5, both will get eliminated. and the remainder will be 0. Now, here I would like to emphasize one thing, that don't forget to do this part of the sum, the step 1, step 2 and all this. This part is calculative part, or you can say calculation part, has quite importance in this sum. Sometimes you just omit this part and don't do it and directly keep on doing this, then you might commit mistake. So patiently do this parts, and from here itself you go to the quotient. Sometimes if any a little bit of mistakes, even if you committed over here, you can get marks of this part also. Now what is this? This is the quotient which we got after dividing our polynomial. We got this as the quotient. Now is this the answer of our sum? No, this is not the final answer. We have to factorize this quadratic polynomial by splitting middle term. So let's move further. I have split the middle term. We know that the, wait a minute, we know that the product is 1 and the sum is 2. So we are going to find two numbers whose product will be 1 and its sum will be 2. So they are 1 and 1, and we are having the variable x with it. So we will have x plus x, that is equal to 2x, which is our middle term, and the product is 1 into 1, which is our last term. Now you can see that we have taken x common from the first two terms. So we are remained with x plus 1. Similarly, we repeat x plus 1 and the common one is 1. X plus 1 will be one factor and another factor will be also x plus 1. From these two, we have to take only one x plus 1. See over here, this is one factor, and from this 2 we are taking only one x plus 1. And this is equal to, x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1. So altogether we are having the 4 zeros or the 4 roots of our polynomial. Here they are: root of 5 by 3, minus root of 5 by 3, and minus 1 and minus 1, which we found out from here after splitting the middle term. Don't forget to split this middle term and do the factorization. Sometimes students just leave this much, then your marks will be cut out. If you don't complete this factorization, your marks will get reduced. So be careful.